Hey, Karma Lichty here with Onward Studios, where we want to help you move forward through training in Adobe products and websites. Today we're going to look at how to make your images what I call webbable. That simply means making your images so they download fast if placed online. Three things to look at. We're going to look at how to affect the resolution of an image. We're going to look at how to change the size of an image. We'll also look at how to save an image optimally inside Photoshop. So let's get started. I've opened up an image here already inside Photoshop. I'm going to go to Image, Image Size, and check out the resolution. This dialog box is where we're going to be spending most of our time. If I glance at the image size resolution box, resolution field I should say, I notice it's 300 pixels per inch. So what I usually do if I'm going to make an image webbable, I'm going to change the resolution right here to 72. That's going to reduce a lot of what I call the dots that make up a resolution, dots per inch, from 300 down to 72. I'm going to type in 72 on the field resolution, tab. Over and notice my width and height went down considerably in number of pixels because I got rid of, this is only a quarter of the pixels it used to be because 72 is approximately a quarter of 300. I'm going to click OK. So when I did that, it went down to 33% viewing size. I'm going to hit Control 1 to bring that up to full size. This is the size of the image and the size that it would be if I was to upload this image right now. So on a web page, you can change the size of an image after you upload it if you know HTML or if you have the right editor. But instead of doing that there, I recommend doing it before you upload it. So to change the size of this image, again, we'll go back to Image, Image Size. When we were first in here, we changed the resolution. I'm going to glance at the width and height here. Or as well, since on a web page, usually we know the area that we need to put it into by pixels. So either one, width and height, width and height in pixels or width and height in inches. You also want to make sure that this constrain proportions is checked because you don't want to make your when you change the size of the image, you don't want to make the image out of proportion. So let's say I know I have, 300 pixels wide to put this image in. So I'm going to change my width up here for the pixels value to 300. So I'm automatically going to change the height since I have the constrain proportion option turned on. I'm going to tab off of there, and then click OK or hit Enter. Now that's the exact size that we wanted on the website. So we looked at resolution, we looked at image size. The last thing we're going to look at is Save as Optimized. In Photoshop, there's an option underneath File to save for web and devices. If I select that, I get this dialog box. It's a little busy at first, but let me explain what we see here. We have tabs, 4 tabs going across here. I usually jump to the 4 up because in this 4 up, I can view this image at different compression. The more this file is compressed when I save it, the smaller the file size. So I'm going to look at the compression. In each of these thumbnails, the compression is on the right-hand side below the thumbnail. And the particular field I pay close attention to is this file size. And that's also under each thumbnail. At 30 quality, it's 13K. Down here, it's 7K, etc. Okay, and usually I tend to use the 30 quality or less. Now, it does depend where you're going to place this image on your site and how important it is for it to be a high quality image. If it's a home page that everybody sees initially and you want to make a good impression, you might not want to compress this as much. We're saving these as JPEGs. JPEG is compresses a file so it makes the file smaller. The other option is to save this as a PNG. PNG gives you the largest file size, also probably the best quality. Notice when I changed that to PNG, it went to 124K. If this was an image I placed on the home page, I might use a PNG image. But it's just going to be an image somewhere inside the site. I'm going to use a JPEG, and usually I do a 30 quality. This qualities of each of these thumbnails is set via this setting right here. Low, medium, high, etc. This top right one is a medium quality. I can also change it via the quality slider as well. So this image, I'm not real particular, but if it was a very important image, I might go in here and glance around to make sure it looks okay at the 30 quality. Maybe down here I'm noticing I'm losing some of the shadows in the flower itself, so that's too low a quality. It gives me great file size, but the quality isn't there. This one here, again, I'm losing too much shadow, so I'm losing some details as we lessen the quality. So I like this one here. It gives me the quality that I need. It's not a bad file size. I tend to like to get my images down to close to 10K as possible. Sometimes it's not possible, but 10 to 15K works pretty well. Then I click Save. And we'll call this one, I don't know, for web. Save. Then that's the image I will upload to the website. Okay, if you want more information about this, I also have a post on my blog at onwardstudios.com that talks about making images webbable. And if you scroll down in my site, type in webbable, that will bring up the article that I wrote that goes through the same steps that I just reviewed with you. All right. Wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, meet me on my website, onwardstudios.com. Send me an email and I'll get back to you ASAP. Thank you.